Hi, my name is Dave Nicholson.
Hi, I'm John Thornhill.
Today we're going to talk about how you can use eBay to build your business. And it just so happens that we have an expert on eBay with us, John. John has basically been trading on eBay since, is it 2004?
Yeah, I opened the account 2002 and done a few things.
Yeah.
Things started to get serious around 2004.
So he's been trading on eBay since 2004 and he's had massive success ever since then. I think you've got over 17,000 feedback?
Yeah, at the time of recording this video,
Yeah.
I'm just about to hit 17,000.
17,000 feedback, all positive feedback as
don't
well.
want to touch wood, it's 100% positive at this moment.
100% positive feedback. So when John says he knows what he's talking about, there's the proof, okay? If you don't believe what we're saying, go and check out John's user ID on eBay, and your user ID is?
Planet SMS.
There you go, Planet SMS. One word. Go and search that on eBay and you'll find John. Not a lot of people give out their user ID, okay? But that is proof that John is the real deal. So John, firstly, if there's anybody really struggling to get started on eBay, can you give them some advice? What would you say a good bit of advice that you do is to get the person started on eBay?
Well, actually, first of all, Dave, eBay is actually a good place to start, regardless of what you've done online. If if you have never done anything online, eBay is a really good place to start because it gets you used to dealing with people, gets you used to obviously selling online, and it's how I got started, and it's how I know a lot of successful internet marketers got started. A lot of people, first of all, discover eBay because they see that there's money to be made. I mean, obviously, you see people selling various items, and you actually see the money that can be made, and that's how I got started. But for someone who is just wanting to get started on eBay, or who is maybe thinking about getting started on eBay, the first thing I advise you do is obviously set everything up. Set up your eBay account. Yeah. And you're going to need to set up a PayPal account. Obviously, these are very simple, things to do. But then I would recommend you just have a good look around your house, have a look in your garage, and find what items you've got that you can sell. Now, the reason I say do that is, first of all, you can make yourself some money straight away. But secondly, it'll get you used to dealing with customers. It'll get you used to taking a PayPal payment, shipping the item, etc.
Process.
Yeah, everything that comes with selling goods online. Now, while you could obviously go straight in and try and create your own products, and something we're going to talk about later, I would really advise that you just go around your house, find everything you don't want, anything you don't want. That's the thing with eBay. You can sell just about anything on there, and just pack it, make some listings, get used to using eBay, get used to listing items, dealing with customers, taking payments, shipping items, etc. That's the best advice I can give you, and you may be surprised at how much money you've got lying about your house.
So when you say any products, what kind of products would you say? Like, would you give an example for somebody to? What can they use? No, if they want to start their own online business on eBay.
Right.
What kind of products would you say maybe use as your starting guide?
Are you saying products that you create yourself, or are you saying products lying around the house?
Either. How, if somebody wanted to start on eBay, like if somebody watching this video now wanted to get started on eBay, what kind of products would you say they would be best selling? Stuff around the house? Or?
Stuff around. Right. Let me give you an example. When I first got started on eBay, my kids wanted to earn some extra pocket money. We were selling, what we started selling in the very early days was their old computer games.
Yeah.
And what they were doing, they were selling a few games to buy new games. They sell a few old ones. So things like, stuff you can put in a jiffy envelope, DVDs, CDs, that sort of thing is a good way to learn. But obviously, what we want to talk about in a short while is how to create your own products. Now, you can create a product, an information product, at very low cost indeed, that you can sell later on. But like we've already said, the first thing you want to be doing is selling stuff around the house, just to get used to learning how eBay works.
Good. So you've found your products that you want to sell. What would you say is the next step? What's the next step people should take once they've got the product to sell?
Once your house is empty and you've
once you clean the garage out.
Right. Well, then I would say go on to create your own information products.
Yeah.
That is definitely the way to go.
Definitely, yeah. I would agree with with that.
That's how I got started. I mean, if you want, I'll go through a little story how I got started.
Yeah.
How I really got started on eBay. I did have a little bit of success selling various, what I was doing in the early days was selling software templates, web templates, graphics, anything that was free online. I was basically putting them onto a CD or a DVD and selling them. Now I had a little bit of success doing that, but nothing major. But then I found a collection of ebooks, and I bought the collection of ebooks. I think I paid around $30, $40 for a disc, and I received this disc, and what got me thinking, what struck my mind was someone had sold me something what would only cost a few dollars to create, and I tried to do that as well. I tried to sell the collections of ebooks, and basically no one was really buying it because everyone else was trying to do the same thing. So what I did was I started looking at each individual ebook, started selling them separately. Now, this was back in the day when you were allowed to sell stuff via digital delivery, so everything could be automated. But I learned how to automate everything now. I was selling ebooks for 99 cents. And some weeks I was making $500 just off this 99-cent sales. I didn't have to lift a finger. So that's when I really started to do well. But what I did was I basically learned how to automate absolutely everything. So I started to teach others.
That's the key, isn't it?
Yeah. I started to teach others how to do the same. And that's when one of my first products, a 90-day product seller challenge, was born. And so that's how I got started selling on eBay.
So would you say that's the next step then that people need to take, is the kind of the upsell process? Once they've got their products created, they've got the products for sale. Do you think the upsell process, how would someone go about creating this upsell process?
Right.
John?
So
remember, if somebody may not be clued up with eBay or even upsells or downsells, or, you know.
Well, when I was selling these ebooks for 99 cents in the early days, I knew nothing about taking someone from eBay and putting them onto another page to, be offered something else. What I was doing was sending a link to a zip file. That's how, crazy it was in the early days. So someone would buy the ebook, but it was automated, and I would send an email out saying, here's your ebook, download it here. So they would click the link and instantly download the ebook. But over time I learned that instead of sending someone a zip file, take this customer to a page where they can download their book, but then you can offer them something else. Not only offer them something else, you could also try and get them on your mailing list. So what I would usually do is, let's just say, for example, if I sold a weight loss ebook, I'd take them to the page to download the weight loss ebook, but then I would offer a higher priced weight loss product, usually from ClickBank. So anyone who was interested in the weight loss ebook would obviously click the link to see what the product was. And I would also get them on my mailing list. I would say something like, if you want to get free updates or another 5 weight loss ebooks, simply enter your name and email. So then I was taking the person away from eBay. Because obviously if you take someone from eBay, put them on a mailing list, then you can market them away from eBay. And that's obviously what everyone trading on eBay should do. I don't care what you sell. No matter what you do on eBay, you've got to try to take the customer away from eBay, either to your websites or on your mailing list.
I would say that's a key point.
So many people, even professional sellers who are making thousands and thousands of dollars a week, are still doing something wrong. You've got to try to take the customer away from eBay.
Take the customer away from eBay. Okay, that's a key point there, what John's mentioned there. I would also, what else would you say that people would need? What is another key point that people maybe need to do? Is there any other key points?
Well, obviously you're going to have to set a system up. With me, it's information. That's what I sell on eBay. And go on.
No, what I was thinking there was, you talking about back when you would used to do it. Okay, you get people and getting people selling, when you're selling them digital items, it's easy enough giving them a link to click on and say, okay, go to this page and download your product, and go to this, and then offer them more products on that page. But now you can't offer people digital download. So what's the kind of the way you do it now then?
Right. Well, now it's got to be. Most people know now you can't do anything digital on eBay unless you use the eBay classified ad feature, which is not something I ever had great success with. Other people maybe have, but not me.
I think I actually tried it and didn't do it well.
So what you do now is, what I do anyway, is you create interactive CDs. So you set your CD up to auto run. Now this sounds complicated, but it's not. It's just a simple piece of code you put on your CD. So you burn your item to CD, and basically when someone puts a CD in their tray on their computer, it automatically runs. Now all you're doing here is loading up a page like a download page. So if you imagine putting your download page online, all you do is put the download page on your PC. It's just the same. So if someone puts it in their computer, it runs, loads up the page, they click the link to read their book or access their product, whatever the product is, listen to the audio, watch the videos.
It takes them online.
Or it doesn't have to take them online, you can also do it from the video.
You can put it from the CD.
Or you can take them online, maybe if you want to keep the product up to date.
Yeah.
You can take them online. As long as they're putting the CD in to load the page up, that's fine.
Yeah.
Then you can also still offer the upsells, still offer higher priced products, and you can also still capture their names and emails. So
does all of this creating the CD and the packaging up the CD and the posting out of the CD, does that kind of, do you still make a good profit on it? Because you think by the time you've done all that, you might think, well, it's a bit of a cloud on, and by the time I've used all my time, and by the time I've printed off the labels and the CDs and all that, you know what I mean? And yeah, am I going to benefit from it?
Am I going to benefit from it? Yeah. It's a good question, actually. Well, what happened when the digital ban came into effect is a lot of people just gave up.
Yeah.
I didn't give up. I kept on going. And now, sometimes in my eBay career, sometimes I haven't done as much as I maybe should have done. Like, for example, earlier this year, I stopped trading eBay for about 3 months because I was reevaluating what I was doing. But now I've got back on eBay, and I've actually just ran an eBay auction that made over $10,000.
Yeah.
Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. What was it?
I was just basically asking you, what, once the person's got the...
Yeah, is it still worth doing?
Yeah, it's worth doing once you've got the CD.
Totally lost it there, Of course it's still worth doing, because what you have to think now is there's less competition out there. And as long as you can create unique products of your own, there's always what you have to remember is, there's always traffic going to eBay, always. Now, fair enough, you have to package up a physical item.
Yeah.
I mean, you can use a fulfillment company, but I wouldn't recommend that. We can go into that later, but yes, you have to package up your items. Yes, you have to ship them. But what I think now, in fact, what I know now is it's easier to upsell, because 100% of these people are going to put this disc in their computer and check out everything on that page. If you do it right, whereas let's just say it this way, in the earlier days, some people would just buy a 99-cent ebook for the feedback, or a 50-cent ebook. Now, they may having to invest a bit more money, $2 or $3 or $4, with shipping and that. So these people are not just buying for feedback purposes, are actually going to check out the product.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Okay, so that's one key area where a lot of people really think.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm also going
to point actually. It's something. I'm just going to interrupt you there. That's something it's never. It took my thing. If somebody gets a CD, well, imagine how many ebooks have you downloaded on the internet and just put it in a to-do folder or read it later, or that sounds good and I'll do that a little bit later, but you never get around to doing it, but if you get a CD through the post, you're always going to try it. You're not just going to stick it straight in the bin. You're going to try. You're going to stick that CD in, so you're going to get a bigger response, aren't you? Yeah.
Because in the digital delivery days as well, a lot of people sold digital items on eBay purely for feedback. And let's be honest, that's why eBay got rid of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there were some people selling 1-cent ebooks,
Yeah. Too much abuse going on, wasn't there?
I didn't personally do that. I was always charged at least 99 cents.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, my key aim was to take people to a download page still. But obviously, some people, some people were still willing to spend 99 cents just to get a feedback score. So obviously some people who paid me 99 cents probably didn't even look at the product. Just let me positive feedback or positive feedback in return. And that was it. But obviously now, they've got to invest a bit more money. Yeah. They get the package through the door that they can hold. They're going to put it back on through.